All right, welcome to Troy Lee Designs. We're here today to introduce the SE3 helmet. This thing's come a long ways. When Troy first began painting helmets, he painted every brand you can imagine, and he took from all of those helmets things he liked, didn't like, and put together a list of exactly what he wanted to make in a helmet and created his own. From a rider's perspective, some of the things about this that are great, obviously the comfort is number one. As a rider, this thing is super comfortable. They've got different ways you can pad this thing and make it fit any shape of head. Most comfortable helmet. It's not a time to cut corners. When you're looking for a helmet, do the research, which we're going to try to help you with some of that right now, and buy the helmet that protects you the best, and we believe it's the SE3. Jeff, why don't you talk a little bit about why we believe that and how we've achieved it?
Thanks, Bing. Our research and development team and our design team put a lot of time and effort into making this helmet the safest that a rider can wear. So like as Ping pointed out, safety was our number one priority. And we used the best components and materials possible to achieve that. Starting with the shell, it's a mixture of fiberglass, Kevlar, carbon. And we reinforced it in key areas such as the chin bar and the temple area here where a lot of the impacts occur. So it adds strength to the overall integrity of the shell. Also on the outer part of the shell, we've designed some key pieces here to aid in the airflow. So you've got the top scoop here. It actually acts as an air ram, forces air into the top of the shell. The front mouthpiece here has a nice open area here where it drives air into the frontal part of the shell too. And then it's got the air intake system here, which again acts as a ram and helps drive air into the shell as well. Moving on to the interior part, one of the key features that we added to the helmet this year is a dual density EPS. Here's a sample here, and as you can see, it's a two-piece EPS, and what this allowed us to do is fine-tune each density to precisely the right softness or hardness to give the rider the best protection possible. In doing so, this helmet does pass the Snell 2010 standard, which is the highest standard available here in the US. EPS, internally you can see these red dual density shock pads. This is something that's unique to the Troy Lee helmets. We introduced this year, and what this does is aids in some of those light impact crashes where you might ring your bell. It kind of softens those blows a little bit, as well as protects the integrity of the EPS somewhat. So essentially this helmet has 3 densities on the EPS, so that's a key feature there. Also on the safety aspect of the helmet, we added these quick release cheek pads to the helmet this year, and what this does is when a rider is down, it allows the emergency personnel to safely remove the cheek pads. It allows the helmet to easily be removed from the injured rider without further damaging his neck. So that's another key feature as far as safety goes there.
And in any trauma, obviously stabilizing the neck is the most important thing, so that's why they focused on that for that feature. Something unique to this helmet and something that's long overdue in this sport.
Definitely. And also, as I mentioned earlier, the airflow is a key part of this helmet. And you'll notice here on the EPS, we designed some deep air channels that aids in the flow of air into the front, and it actually draws air out of the back of these exhaust vents. So it flows through the helmet and it keeps the rider's head cool on those hot days and long motos. Also, we've added titanium elements to the helmet on the visor screws here, the rings right there, and then also the D-rings are titanium. That actually saves in weight about 45% over steel, so every little gram helps. So those are the key features of the SE3 helmet. To give you some more technical information on this helmet, I've got Michael David here, who's our Director of Engineering.
I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the fit of the helmet and what it is that we've done to achieve this exceptional fit. It comes down to a number of different types of foam that we've used to provide the necessary support, deep enough foam, and a soft foam to contour well in the areas that people's heads are often different. We have the chin bar itself. This is more of a protective item, but it has 3 different kinds of foam in it. It has the main polyurethane foam, which has a very good shock absorbing aspect to it. It's co-molded with the EPS, which is expanded polystyrene, which is a protective material. Same thing that the main EPS, the energy attenuation material, is. And so those are co-molded together for durability and protection. And then we've got these additional shock pads mounted in here with 3 different foams, actually 2 foams in there, and then the third foam being the polyurethane. And our snap situation and the contouring of this component to give that cheek pad a really good curve. On the lining of the helmet itself, we've got 5 different foams that are utilized. We have high density foams back here, and then around the side we have a medium density and a little bit higher density medium foam up here in the upper part that's supporting, as well as an additional piece in here that can be removed if for particular head shapes if desired. Additionally, we have on the cheek pads, we have 3 different foams, densities, 4 pieces of foam that are stacked up to provide a real good contouring of the cheek pad itself. So we have spacing pieces and thicknessing pieces that give it the contour. And additionally, beyond that, we have what we call a custom fit kit, which is a bunch of die-cut parts that are specially shaped to fit into our helmets. You can see here they're die-cut individual components with an adhesive backing on them that are made to fit in our helmets, that you can change the shape, or by adding a complete kit will actually reduce the size of the helmet about a half a size. So with all of those components, which many other helmet companies do not have, we can achieve a fit that far surpasses anything anybody else has.
So that's it for the 2011 SE3 helmet. In our opinion, the safest, strongest, most comfortable helmet you can put your head into.
We're here at Troy Lee Designs today to introduce the SE3 helmet. This thing's evolved a long way since Troy first started making helmets. And originally, when he was painting, started his painting. Cut. Okay.